Hello, everybody. My name is Solo. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Firstly, I'm gonna do the introduction of this video by explaining what happened and where I've been for the last few, days. I don't remember exactly when I stopped uploading, but we're gonna talk about that, talk about things that are coming in the future, including, sorry, you guys probably heard that. I'm trying to flip over to my channel. So it's been about a week since I've uploaded. But yeah, let's talk about what's coming for the channel and what you guys have to look forward to, and then we'll get into the topic of today's video. So basically, if you guys didn't know, I got sick for a little bit when it came to just in general life stuff. I got really sick for a few days, and then I've kind of been trying to recover as much as possible. So that's been one of the things going on. Another thing that happened, and this is the thing that was preventing me from making videos, was that I had a bit of an issue with my graphics card. And just to explain it to you pretty simply, every time I would try to run a game or do things like simultaneously, my graphics card would overheat and shut off. And it was strange to me. And the reason why it was strange to me was because my graphics card, if you guys don't know computers, my graphics card's a 4060 Ti, I believe it is. Um, so it should be able to handle relatively decent amounts of things without a fuss. But as the time went on, it started having this issue occur a lot more frequently, to the point where I was gonna play the new Assassin's Creed, which came out literally a few days ago. Not. And I played for about 5 minutes and then it shut off. So yeah, it was getting really bad. So I was in contact with support because I did get this pre-built. I did that because I felt like I had some glaring mistakes when I built it, so I figured I'd try somebody else building it. Anyway, so after a lot of tests and a lot of troubleshooting, we initially thought it might be my graphics driver, so I reinstalled that. That didn't help. Um, so we decided, oh hey, maybe we'll do some tests, make sure like everything's healthy. We did that, and again, didn't help. Came back. Well, finally, came down to, oh hey, so we have these sleeved cables installed for your computer. And sometimes when these cables jostle too much, while either in shipping or just in general, they can actually mess up and not give your GPU enough power. And that can actually cause what issues you're having. So finally, I decided to take a look at my power leading to my GPU and realized, oh, there's a PCIe cable, which is like the primary power cable for the graphics card, besides the spot that it's in. But also, it was a regular cable connected to a cable mod. It was weird. So I just took out the cable mod and plugged it in, and ever since then, my computer's been running great. I haven't had my issue where my graphics card's shutting off. I played a lot of games. I've recorded, like, just to test it, I recorded, a like 50-minute long video of me playing Call of Duty. I played Assassin's Creed with some stuff in the background. So it seems like for right now, it's fixed. Yay. So yeah, that was kind of like my little dilemma I had for a little bit. So where does that leave the channel? Well, I'm still going to be making videos like this one, but I'm also going to be doing something else. I told you guys I was going to do a mod pack, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do, yeah, PMP Limitless 7, I believe it was. But I said I was going to do a mod pack. Well, turns out one of the mod packs I've been playing a lot on a server, which I didn't really record much on, called Vault Hunters, the one that Captain Sparkles is a part of, and Pizza Hut, and all these guys are a part of, is going to be having update 12 and 13. Now, the relevance of this is that 12 and 13 are there to basically be their like final updates in the alpha version of Vault Hunters, and they're supposed to be there to add like the end game of Vault Hunters, which trust me is the reason why I don't play as much as I probably should. So, with that being said, there was a in the server I'm in, there was a vote that was sent out by the server owner, his name named Bootsy, or at least that's what we call him. And he asked if we were to reset the server, would people be interested in playing again? And it was a astounding yes. Like it was like there was a lot of people saying play again started. So more than likely, whenever that update hits, I don't know when they're planning on everything taking place, but whenever that happens, I will be making YouTube videos on Vault Hunters 3rd edition. And this will be on a server. And on this server, there is going to be an IP. And what will happen is if you guys do want to join the server and play Vault Hunters with me and some other people, you can actually be able to join our Discord server, which we do have a Discord for the server. And then we will have a like whitelist request because we do that, so then people aren't just magically joining. But you can set up a whitelist request to be on the Vault Hunter server, and boom, you'll be able to get in. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Vault Hunters whenever update 12 and 13 drops and the server resets. Okay. With that being said, let's get into the actual topic of today's video. So, if you guys don't know, the mob vote is happening. All the mobs got revealed. What we know so far is that it is an armadillo, a penguin, and a crab. Now, my choice is obvious because I absolutely adore crabs, and my like number one favorite animal is already Minecraft, which is an axolotl. So, my second favorite is definitely crabs because, well, they're crabs. No, enough said. But I'm mad at both Microsoft and Mojang for this mob vote. And it's not the fact that like what they picked, because it's a penguin, a crab, and an armadillo. It's what comes with them that kind of irritates me. Let me explain. So when they reveal these, they do like a little animation. They're like, "Oh, this is what we're revealing." Well, what we found out was that with the crab, you're gonna be able to get a crab like claw, which is going to be able to increase your reach. Now, as people who don't know modded too well or just don't play modded, there's no way to do that really in vanilla Minecraft. So, for the people who are builders, it's great because it's going to give them more range, and it's an actual quality of life thing that builders have been asking for a while. Now let's move on to the armadillo. Armadillo adds in something that has been requested to Mojang for years at this point, which is when you slay an armadillo, they give you these scuttle plates. Scuttle plates can be used to make armor for your pet, for your dog or your wolf, whichever you want to call it. And yeah, so that was the main draw for the armadillo, was that it was going to give your pet armor, right? And then finally, we had the penguin. This one I'm not too worried about because I don't think people are gonna. Um, I don't think people are gonna vote for it because a lot of people know how boats act on servers. Having them go too fast is kind of, yeah. But anyway, what they had was that penguins, if nearby, can boost your boat speed and make you go like super fast. So yeah, that was the mob vote details. Now, why is this so irritating, you may ask? Well, here's the thing. While most while most of these guys have like little gimmicks, right? Things like that. It was very apparent that now they're literally sneaking in quality of life updates into Minecraft that we have to vote on and then maybe not even have the chance of getting those quality of life updates in the future. For example, let's look at the crab versus the armadillo. Both quality of life features, one for people who like animals and like to have dogs, and the other one for builders who want longer reach. So that means when the vote concludes, one person's getting screwed over. And this also means that it proves one thing that I've said as the years have gone on, which is Mojang is getting lazier. And you might be like, oh, you're exaggerating. But let me explain to you. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, modder, you can't change, like, how you look at Mojang because of modders. But the thing is there are modders that are making basically changes to almost the exact size of Minecraft, but they do it at a lot faster pace. But I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about the fact that although, yes, Mojang has been building, updates that seem pretty cool, one of the biggest complaints, especially by me, is that it feels like they are very much showing us things that are not complete or not done, or they'll show us something like completely out of left field, and people will think, oh, well, we're gonna get that. And then they're like, no, that was just a teaser or whatever of something. And this is where I start to get into the thing of Mojang is lazy. They have gotten a lot lazier over the years, especially with how many updates they give not only to Java Edition but also to Bedrock Edition, and with how many bugs, glitches, and just overall content is coming. So, while yes, we did get armor trims and all this other stuff with the new updates, compared to older updates, they're kind of lacking a lot. And I know there's always the thing of, well, they have to fix a lot of other things before they can add in new content. But the thing is the content that they're adding, like, I know they're trying to build a bigger world and everything, but sometimes it is weird to look at. Like, for example, the ancient cities, I understand that because it seems like they're building a lore around the ancient cities, and that is completely fine. But, like, mangrove trees, right? They want to add in new wood. Okay, I'm just wondering why it was like the mangrove tree. Maybe it's because it's so old. I don't know. But another thing that's kind of been in the back of my head, Minecraft has literally had basically an opportunity to make a little bit more story sense for years, and they have never done anything. What I mean by this is, if you guys have ever paid attention on the ending screen after you beat the Ender Dragon, it says something along the lines of, like they start talking, and then they say, "Oh, well, you're not powerful enough to see what we're saying," and even at like the max XP level, it still says the same thing. So they could have expanded on that a while ago, but they never did. And I'm wondering if Minecraft Legends was supposed to be the expansion, but it didn't really come off that way. But yeah, as it stands currently, it definitely feels like Mojang have been getting a lot lazier when it comes to just updates in general. Like, I'm sorry. When the Warden got announced, right, it was supposed to be in the Caves and Cliffs update because the Deep Dark was being added in the Caves and Cliffs update. It made sense. It made a lot of sense. And then apparently there was some sort of complication, and then it got delayed into the Wilds update, I believe it was. And that's all fine if it didn't happen like every time they do a major update. Like, it's so weird to say that like Minecraft has delayed so many different features, and some of the delayed features just straight up disappear. Like, hold up, let me look this up real quick for you. Let me see if I can find the list. Let's see. We'll just go with the most interesting cancel content. Let's see. Let's see. Fletching table update, sky dimensions. There were some other ones that were like for example, archaeology. The like um slabs or like pieces of pottery that you can find in the new update was literally announced a while ago. Like, it was announced at Minecraft Live 2020. And it just barely got in 3 years later. Like, that's nuts. Like, if this was something like, I don't know, like Call of Duty, right, or Cyberpunk, people would be rioting because of them lying. But for some reason, people have the mentality of, oh, because it's Minecraft, it's okay. You know, which I think is stupid. I don't think Minecraft should get a free pass just because it's Minecraft. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and it just seems like ever since, and I know it's a big weird thing to say, ever since Microsoft took over, but it's true. Ever since Microsoft did take over, Mojang's productivity, at least in the form of content and content updates, feels like it's basically gone down the toilet. Like, it feels like every new big update is a lot less like full of things and more, well, we're getting technical, but in reality it's not. I don't know what just happened. But in reality it's not living up to a lot of people's expectations, and like a lot of people ask me, "Oh, well, why do you play modded?" And this is the reason why, because it feels like vanilla Minecraft in general. Like, we wait months for updates, and then they give us like a little tidbit, and then we have to wait until Minecraft Live to know what's coming next, right? Whereas like if I'm playing modded, like they're updated pretty regularly. There's a bunch of stuff going on, and like people are actually working to make Minecraft a better game rather than just trying to prolong and hold on to something like some sort of nostalgia for people. And that's what I feel like Mojang has been doing is just they have been kind of twiddling their thumbs trying to pull out updates that are more than not lackluster. Like, yeah, we did get some interesting updates. I feel like the Warden update was interesting just for the fact it gave us a new boss for the like, and it's not. I'd actually call it more of an elite than a boss because I don't feel like the Warden feels like a boss because with the Wither and Ender Dragon they get their own like boss bars and stuff. And the fact that we only have two actual bosses in the game is ridiculous. The game's been out for years and we only have two like legitimate bosses that aren't added in by mods or like data packs or something. And like they can sit there and like postpone things and everything like that, and I get like things take dev time come out, but like really 3 years to get out a feature that was showcased in 2020. Mind you, we also had COVID, so that also might have played a part. But still, Mojang, I'm gonna say this: the mob vote this year is terrible, and it's not terrible because the contents of like the mobs themselves or the features alongside those mobs. It's the fact that we have to vote for one quality of life feature for one type of player, and the rest of us have to just live with it. That's my biggest issue with the mob vote this year. Is that it shows that Mojang is no longer putting quality of life updates into regular updates. They're just putting them into mob votes now. So then they don't have to deal with people's backlash when they don't have quality of life updates. That's what I take away from the mob vote this year. Because if like say the crab wins and people are like, oh well, I want dog armor, blah 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 blah, Mojang can literally come out and be like, "Oh well, then you should have voted better." And it's scummy. It's very scummy. But yeah, that's how I've been feeling about Mojang. I feel like they've just gotten lazier and lazier over the years. And honestly, with like the updates going on, it's kind of proven that to me at least. But anyway, I think I've rambled on too much, so I will let you guys go. Thank you all so much for listening to me ramble on. I know I ramble quite a lot. But yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, comment down below. What do you guys think of the mob vote? And who are you going to vote for? Me personally, just because I like crabs as a creature, not because of the actual, like, I guess, ability that it's going to give me. I really, really want to vote for the crab. Oh, cool. I love getting the base rank. Yeah, so leave a comment down below. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Soon we're going to be, of course, starting up Vault Hunters, which is going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a lot of people on. And yeah, it should be pretty neat. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.